right, Synn. These are two armored tanks, Dave.
Well, I'm sure Davey Boy is no stranger to big man in the ring. You know, he can handle himself. But Synn, I got to tell you something. Synn is in a class all by himself, let me tell you.
Oh, he is. I mean, he is really the nightmare. Now, let's look at some background. Davey Boy Smith, of course, junior son of Davey Boy Smith, the British Bulldog. Many years, a great standout. Been to Japan, has a lot of submission moves he knows and holds. He studies wrestling. But Synn is one tough hombre. Oh, look at this.
You also forgot to mention Davey Boy Smith Jr., one half of the tag team champions, along with the Dynamite Kid, you know, at the British Bulldogs.
Yes, indeed. That was very famous. Now, look at this. Synn is saying, okay, let's go. We're going to see a test of strength. You know, I think these two are evenly matched in the strength department. But I'll tell you, technique, you got to give it to the Bulldog.
That's true.
Oh, and then when it comes to good old-fashioned, you-know-what whooping, there's Synn right there.
And it just depends on how far this match will go, you know, and which direction it will go in. You know, whoever dictates the match, dictates the pace of the match, has the biggest advantage of winning this match.
This is going to be one stiff, hard-hitting contest. I'm telling you, the force of one or two blows can spell disaster for the other one. And now look at this. Here's Smith coming back. Oh, good night turnbuckle. Our right arm. Another one, a forearm. Hits the jaw. Look at this. Synn on rubber legs. Doesn't quite know where he is. Big reversal whip. There's the weight advantage. Hard into the turnbuckle goes the British Bulldog.
Now, I got to tell you something. Synn just, oh, he's biting him, is he? Is he biting him? Why not?
Hey,
Synn is hungry. Why not? Take a snack.
Oh, my God. What Synn can eat, he could probably eat two of them.
Yeah.
I've seen Synn put away porterhouse steaks. Oh, look at this now. Smith comes back, biting Synn.
That is cheating right there on the part of Davey Boy Smith Jr. You know, biting Synn.
That is tit for tat, let me tell you. Here we go, up there with 2, 3, 4, 5. Count along, folks, at home. If you're keeping score, we're up to 9. And there's a nice one for good measure for Synn. Welcome, everybody. KOFY TV 20.
Wait a minute.
Oh, he's going to go for a slam. Now look at Synn. Look at the face on.
I don't think so.
I don't think he softened him up. Nope. Synn is dead weight. Oh, and their Bulldog gets one right across the ribs.
Wow. He tried to pick up Synn. Can you imagine that? He sure has ambition, that junior, that Davey Boy Smith Jr. sure has ambition, thinking he can pick up Synn. I don't think Synn has ever left his feet.
Oh, Synn's left his feet. I know he has a lazy boy recliner at home.
Boy.
There goes Smith right in. Oh, man, that was a vicious clothesline. Oh, and he gets a drop kick right to the knee. Beautiful move by Davey Boy Smith Jr.
And that's a smart move on the part of Davey Boy Smith Jr., working on that knees. You know, like chopping down a tree. Eventually, you're going to have to fall.
Absolutely. You got a guy as big as Synn. You want him on the canvas. You don't want him up in the air because you saw what damage Synn could do. And now Smith is working on that leg.
Once you take down the legs, you take down the strength of Synn. You know.
Sure do. Although Synn is also not a bad wrestler on the mat. So, but he's not as good as Davey Boy. I got to tell you, Davey Boy Smith is one of the best mat wrestlers I've ever seen.
First of all, I don't think all the training Synn has ever done is prepared him for what Davey Boy Smith Jr. learned in the dungeon.
There's a 2 count there. Look at this now. Now Smith is in. Look at this. He's got plenty of time to pose.
Have you ever been to the dungeon?
Yes, I have, Dragon Dave.
Oh, boy.
I've seen your apartment.
Oh, I beg your pardon.
Look at this now. Smith looking around to see where the referee is. I think he wants to drop back maybe. Oh, yeah, there it is. Goes that bridge. Now Synn is in big trouble. That could do it. That could break the kneecap right. That could do it. That could separate ACL, MCL, NBC, KOFY. It's all there.
Let me tell you something. He can all the letters off the alphabet.
Certainly can.
Oh!
Look at the leg strength of Synn.
Yes.
Push the British Bulldog all the way to the floor, and the Bulldog
all the way to the front row.
All the way to the front row, and the British Bulldog has the presence of mind to say hello to a young patron. Come on out and see a big-time wrestling show live. You may get a Bulldog in your lap, Dave.
Yeah. You get close to the action, all right. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Wait a minute.
Smart wrestling on the part of Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Synn just crashed into a couple of fans. My goodness. Davey Boy was playing possum and really fooled Synn there. And I'll tell you, you get up pretty late in the afternoon to fool Synn.
Well, I got to tell you something. I sure hate to be that fan that had to experience Synn in his lap.
Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
Up in the air.
No.
post, and Synn goes into the post. That could have been a fatality here, folks, in big-time wrestling.
It was for Synn.
It certainly was. Synn is in big trouble now. He might be busted wide open.
Oh!
And he goes for the apron head first in there. And look at this, the presence of mind of a smart wrestler like Smith to break the count.
Well, and the referee Alex Goldstein keeping count, you know.
Look at that European uppercut. Oh, yeah. And now look at Synn coming back. And it's Synn now with a forearm across the back.
Wow.
You can hear all the way in Newark. And that is Synn now hitting the chair. Holy cow, he's admonishing Alex Goldstein.
Hey, he's not going to stand for it. And I'm telling you, Synn, you know, he wants to win.
God almighty, a DDT on the apron. He didn't get all of his weight behind it, but that could do a lot of damage.
What would it mean for Synn to have a win over Davey Boy Smith Jr.?
Everything. The prestige is on the line in this 20th anniversary show. And a win over the British Bulldog like that,
yes,
that'll catapult you right up to superstardom.
Not only that, but maybe for a title shot against the U.S. champion, yes, or the heavyweight champion.
Yes, indeed.
You don't think Shane Cody and Tony Vargas are watching this match closely?
I know they are on the monitor, the same one I'm looking at, the same one you don't seem to look at. And there's Synn now in control with the British Bulldog, and he nails him with a forearm right to the kisser. Bulldog staggers and goes down to one knee.
Hey, you would too if you had Synn, you know, putting his forearm in your face.
I wouldn't go onto one knee. I'd crumple up and hide somewhere.
Oh!
Down goes the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith Jr. Synn nailed him with that bare, that bare elbow. And now, I was going to say he goes for a cover, but he goes for a blatant choke.
Where?
Which is really...
What happened?
Maybe you stop, Dragon Dave. Right in the middle of the ring, a blatant choke, which is not a bad idea, cutting off the wind to the youngster.
Uh-oh.
Oh, goes for that splash. The Stuka.
Let me tell you something.
Home.
That was very smart on the part of Davey Boy Smith Jr. to get out of the way. He would have been a part of the match.
Pure instinct. And now we're going to see Synn trying to get out of it. Synn trying to get to the ropes because he's got that sharpshooter.
No.
I'll tell you, once the British Bulldog sinks that in, and look how smart the Bulldog is to drop that head in the nether regions of Synn, softening him up yet again for what could be that sharpshooter.
Well, in order for him to execute that move, he has to put him in the middle of the ring. And Synn is smart by staying, by the apron, because he can't do nothing there.
Synn is also very, very tall, so both of these wrestlers have to be very precise in their location of where they put a submission hold, because a difference, 12 inches, 6 inches, and you can grab a rope. And there is Smith using the laces of the boot. And how many times did we see his dad do that?
Yeah, exactly. Many, many times. But I got to tell you something about Synn. He has the presence of mind to know exactly where he is, to reach for the ropes when he needs to, and that has worked to his advantage on a couple of occasions in this particular match.
Absolutely. And he goes.
Wait a minute.
Going for that slam again. Oh, he's
Wait a minute.
There. Almost got him. No, not quite this time.
Quite ambitious.
Boy, I'd love to see that.
No.
Oh,
wait a minute. Look at this.
The British Bulldog.
Yes.
Oh, and down to the canvas. Uh-oh, Synn setting him up. He might squash him here. There's a cover. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. Oh, boy, he just got out of that body press.
I guess Synn showed Davey Boy Smith Jr. what it feels like to slam, to be slammed.
Oh, my God, I'm telling you, and I haven't seen Davey Boy Smith Jr. off his feet like that in a long time. And look at Synn just working that back. But I'll tell you, I wouldn't delay a lot, because every second you delay gives that young man right there on the canvas time to recover. And now Synn drop it right onto those kidneys, and he certainly does. And it looks like a modified camel clutch. All Synn has to do is move his hips down a little bit, and he's got him. He's got it right in the middle of the ring. And look at Smith trying to get the crowd back.
If he can just clamp down just a little bit more to get that pressure on the lower back, he can do it.
Yeah.
He just has to,
the crowd
clinch it down.
Come on, Davey boy.
Wait a minute.
Get out of there.
I don't believe this. No way. I don't believe this.
Oh,
I don't believe it.
Oh, my God.
Ow!
He drops him. I've never seen this before. 320-pound Synn.
Unbelievable.
Like potatoes here in the Newark Pavilion. Folks watching on KOFY, have you ever seen something like that?
That takes strength. That takes a lot of leg strength. I mean, you a lot of squats. I'm telling you.
At this point in the match, after getting the stuffing beat out of you you, by that nightmare, you do that?
Yes.
That is one rough, tough customer. And that is training and conditioning from the dungeon.
Yes.
Oh, right in there. Oh, look at the face on Smith. He is seeing stars right now. My God, Synn is just taking it to him. Now, Synn is also hurt. Look at that, favoring the lower back. We may have a double count out for this match. Who knows?
Wait a minute. But Synn looks like he's getting his second win. I'm telling you.
The resilience shown by this
Wait a minute.
nightmare. Here we
Wait a minute.
300
Ow!
pounds. Oh my God. A tumbleweed, 300 pounds onto the Bulldog. A body press, 1, 2. Oh, almost 3. I can't believe it.
Wow. That was a runaway train.
That certainly was.
Named Synn.
Oh.
I'm telling you right now.
That freight train just hit the British Bulldog.
I'm
with
telling you.
over 300 pounds of force. Remember, folks, running, it doubles the weight. So he hit him with over 600 pounds, and now the British Bulldog's in trouble. He is limp. Synn is going to go maybe for a big vertical suplex, but the Bulldog blocks it. The Bulldog blocking it again.
Wait a minute.
Is he getting the resilience to do this?
Wait a minute.
Synn is trying for that suplex.
You don't think Davey Boy Smith is going for a suplex here?
I couldn't imagine.
No.
I could not imagine it.
I don't think so.
Oh,
I don't think so.
Where's he going to get the resilience?
Well,
He almost snapped it in.
Oh.
He almost did it. He almost did it.
Wait a minute!
He's got him.
Unbelievable.
Holy cow. Newark Pavilion, that beautiful snap suplex on the part of the British Bulldog. We've seen that from the Bulldogs for so many years, and that is a trademark. And I don't know how he could have done that to the Nightmare.
Unbelievable. And Synn seems to be feeling it right now. Look at him. He's feeling it.
He certainly does. They're going to need a razor blade to scrape Synn off the canvas. And look at the face of the Bulldog.
Yes. The look of pain, let me tell you something.
Anguish.
Yes.
It is not only pain, it's anguish, and he's coming to life. I'm telling you, this Bulldog, where he gets it from, where does he get the resilience? All the camera crew, they're very concerned about the welfare of this young man, and he comes back with a right.
Oh! And back and forth, here we go. Nobody wants to give in. Nobody wants to give in. I'm telling you right now. It's just a matter of who has got the hardest forearms.
Oh my God.
And who is, oh!
1, 2, 3, another one on Synn.
He's softening him up.
He's softening him up, but Synn is not going down. Synn is still up, I'm telling you.
Here we go. What do we got here? A
Nice.
neck breaker?
Reverse neck breaker.
There it is.
Drops it right in the middle of the ring. Can he follow it up? Now what's Smith doing here? He's coming around. Smith has got to put a finishing
Where's he
move.
going?
Oh my God, he's going to that high rent district.
Wait a minute.
Now, way up high. This could be it, folks.
What do we got here?
Son of the British Bulldog, Davey Boy Smith, way up
What's
in the
this?
Newark Pavilion. His head is almost hitting the ceiling. Holy cow.
Oh!
Down with a top rope leg drop. That could be it. One count.
No!
I can't believe it. A top rope leg drop. One count.
A leg drop guillotine as far as I'm concerned.
Now, how did Synn kick out of that? I got to give it to the Nightmare.
Resilience.
He is an absolutely resilient man.
Let me tell you.
Holy smokes. Smith in, and Synn catches him with that big haymaker. God almighty. Beatrice Domino laid out that Sage Synn with one earlier tonight, and now Synn has the British Bulldog on the canvas looking up. Now Synn is in control.
Uh-oh.
Now Synn.
He's calling it right there.
Oh!
Big splash. Oh, no way. I gotta tell you something.
God.
What's it gonna take? What's it going to take?
It's going to take an artillery piece, the kitchen sink. I've never seen anybody kick out of the Stuka. 20 years, big-time wrestling anniversary. Now Synn is measuring his man. You know, Smith might have kicked out, but he's going to be worse for wear.
Here we go.
When Synn connects with this, nobody home. Synn in there hits the turnbuckles very, very hard. There's Smith up. Oh, and runs into that boot of Synn. My God, both men now ripe for the pickings. I couldn't call this match, Dave. Now look at Synn. He's turning. Synn is coming back to life here.
Wow.
The grin on Synn. Look at the maniacal look on the face. And Synn has no business in that high red district.
That's
Smith up there.
Oh!
Nails nails Synn with it. Oh my God.
What do we got here?
Now the Bulldog getting him up there, maybe setting up for that big
What's
power
this?
slam.
What is
Oh
this?
my goodness, he's got Synn. Synn trying to fight it away. Synn trying to fight it.
What's this?
There it is, the big power slam from the top. One,
two,
three.
I
Look at the
don't believe it.
The British Bulldog.
I don't believe it.
And your winner, Davey Boy Smith Jr.